You might be losing premium clients without realizing it. If you're mixing catering and personal chef services, you're probably confusing people, and I'm gonna walk through that today in today's video. All right, so chefs, here's the deal. If you're looking at really having your business, or let's say maybe you're already in business or you're looking at starting a personal chef business already, you might be thinking, I wanna do some catering. Right? I want to do catering and personal chefing. The real truth is those are two very different things. I'm going to break down a couple ways that they are different. Okay. So first of all, catering, a lot of times clients are more aware of a budget. Right? They're trying to feed a lot of people. It's usually more food production or a mass food type of thing. And you're even competing with people like Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, all these other businesses and brands that are pretty well-known names. Now you might be thinking, Chef, why are you insulting me? My food and what I can put out is way better than Panera Bread. It should be. Okay, no offense, Panera Bread. I love you, kind of, but that's not what this video is about. All right, the real truth of it though is that you have the spectrum of catering. Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, they offer catering now, right? And so yes, you have high-end catering companies in big cities that are doing museums and space centers and all types of things, but you also have all the way on the lower end of the spectrum, like the Chick-fil-A's, like the Panera Breads, and these kind of over-the-counter caterers. Now, again, you can still differentiate yourself in catering by being more premium, by being more elevated, but you kind of get grouped together with those other catering. Now, when you look at personal chef services, a lot of clients are already thinking, right, and you probably even heard them say like, ooh, I don't know if I can afford a personal chef. I don't know if I can afford a private chef. It's already in your client's minds that it's a premium service, okay? It's more obviously private. It's usually more luxurious. And so when you really think about it, I have coached many chefs where they have on their website, through their brand, on their social media, that they do catering and also offer personal chef services. And again, that's probably attracting a bunch of people that are wanting catering, and actually you're pushing away people that are wanting something more premium or luxury. And so if you thought to yourself, well, aren't they kind of in a similar area of the industry? Yes and no, right? Obviously you're both kind of in a catering scenario, you're feeding people. In a private or personal chef business or services, you're feeding people as well. But I'm going to kind of break down even more, a little bit more directly on why I think, again, not only are they different, but the real truth of it is that catering, again, is more for just the food. In fact, I was talking to a chef the other day, and he's trying to transition into being a private or personal chef. And right now he's currently doing catering. He's offering pans of food. So he has this amazing food with, you know, his signature dishes and the things that he does. But people are ordering them in trays. They're ordering them in, I want a tray to feed 30 people, 50 people, 100 people. And although the flavor is good, people are judging it based upon really just the food itself. But on the personal or private chef side, it's not just the food they're paying for. In fact, I really have long said that the food is 20 to 30% of the entire service itself. It's not the entirety of really the whole service is not predicated on just the food like catering is. It's how you're making the customer feel. It's giving them more of that private attention, making them feel warm, making them feel welcome, making them feel like family, and giving them that really extended white glove service. All right, so again, like I was saying, when you're looking at the personal private chef service, again, I say it's about 20 to 30% of the actual experience is the food. The rest of it is the experience not only when they book you, but the white glove service they get when you show up to their home. You're making them feel welcome. You're making them feel special. It's why so many clients are wanting that service. And again, if you're kind of giving them a very, I don't want to say cheap option with catering as well as personal chefing, they kind of don't know where that line crosses. So you start really understanding that the people you're attracting, they might want a luxury service and be willing to pay for it, but then you're giving them an option to kind of swoop down and say, just give me some food. And that's not what you're about. If you're probably watching this video or listening to this as a podcast or wherever you're, tuning into this content, it's really more about the experience you provide than it is the food. And again, when people are getting catering, they're not really looking at the experience. They're looking to do a job, which is feed the mass, feed the people, and do it honestly within a budget. So if you make them, you're kind of attracting more price shoppers on the, kind of on the low end for the catering. And high-end clients want exclusivity. Again, they don't want catering. They want exclusiveness. They want to know that they have a chef present that is going to give them an experience that other people might not be able to have. Okay. This also kind of dilutes your brand, because if you start using catering language, it lowers your value on your higher end premium services, such as your personal private chef services. So you have to really make sure that you might have a luxury brand, and you might be saying, well, the catering I do is also luxury. And you could probably pull that off, but mixing the two, it just really confuses people. Okay. It really confuses your client. And so you really want to be clear of who you're marketing to and what you're marketing. If you're wanting to do personal private chef services, I recommend recommend your brand being solely focused on that. And hey, if you're watching this video and you're like, Chef, I want to do catering, I would focus your whole brand on catering. Just don't mix the two. Because again, if you do, you're kind of going to lose both. You're going to push away or even downsell the people who are willing to pay you more money on your premium services, or you're going to attract the price shoppers and they'll never purchase your personal or private chef services. Okay? So I want you to kind of take a deep look at this. If you feel like you're a little unclear on the focus and you're like, what am I doing? I'm mixing the two. It's kind of hard. It's kind of, I'm not really distinguishing between the two and kind of separating them. I want you to really audit your website, audit your social media, even audit your plans and your vision for your business. And maybe you've never heard this before. You might have said, oh man, I didn't even realize I was doing something that could have been hurting me. Especially if you're probably watching this video or again, listening to this and you have a website that's been mixing the two and you're like, I've never got an inquiry for my website, or I don't know why I'm not getting traction. It might be because of this. Now, I'm not saying it can solely be because of this, but I know it's not helping. Okay, so drop the catering words anywhere you see them if that's what you want to do. If you want to get into the personal private chef space, make sure you're dropping that catering so you can attract clients that are going to be a little bit higher premium clients. And then make sure that you're having clarity in your entire brand messaging, making sure that you're really only speaking to people that you want to serve, what they're wanting, and again, you're not convoluting your message that you're putting out there. Listen, if you feel like right now you're like, Chef, I need help with this. I want help to focus this. We'd love to set up a quick discovery call if you're interested. You can find the link below to book it with my team, and they can walk you through. Maybe you're in that kind of crossroads. You're in this area where you're not knowing really for sure if you want to move from one side to the other. Maybe you want to again continue with catering, or maybe you feel like you know that you want to be a premium brand, but you're kind of stuck in this middle part where you're like, I'm offering catering to pay the bills, but how do I get those higher end clienteles? It starts with getting clarity first and focus on what you actually want to put out to the world. And we can technically help you do that. But if anything, I hope that this video, whether again you're watching this on YouTube or whether you're listening to this on our podcast, I wanted to give you some clarity and to give you food for thought that again, you might be really pushing away people that you actually want to serve and attracting people that are kind of tire kickers, price grabbers, whatever you want to call it. And I definitely don't want that for you. So hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you like and subscribe our channel. Make sure you click that bell for notifications when we come out with some new content. Or if you're listening to this on our podcast, subscribe to our podcast and stay tuned for more episodes. We want to give you as much value as we can. So we appreciate you and thank you so much, and I hope that helped you out. We'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.